How many options? Three. Okay? And we're going to go over each, okay, once we go down to the green. But I want you to understand that. I also have to drop on which side of the water? Do I drop on that side or do I drop on this side? This side, right. How about if the ball hits in between the bunkers and you have so much backspin on your ball that it rolls back into the water? What side do I drop? Always the T side, okay? And I can't tell you how many ladies bully other ladies and say, I can drop on the other side because my ball landed there. You're wrong, okay? Okay, so please don't make that mistake, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, great. All right, okay? If it's on the side of the hazard, the side of the penalty area. So how many options do I have now? Three, okay? Option number one, where do I go? Back to the tee, okay? Back to the tee. Option number two, okay? What happens? Where the flag is, where the tee is, back as far as I want. Do I have that option here?
The Cohens would not be happy.
Jesus, all right? You know, so walking on water. Or option three, what? 2 club lengths, okay? Away from the hazard. So, away from the target. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and what do I do? Tap, drop, and play. I can't drop. If the flag's there, if I go this way, it may be closer to the hole. Okay? So you're going to drop no closer to the hole. 3 options. 7th hole. The 9th hole. Over here. 3 options. Okay? A ball mark. If you ever look at this green, all the ball marks are right here, and all your golf balls are over there. But we walk from the cart to the ball, and we never walk back here to fix the mark. All right? I need all of you to fix your marks. Okay? I need all of you to fix your marks, because I watch you guys. You hit great shots, and you all walk over there and make birdie, but nobody ever walks back here. So do me a relief. I can take relief. Yeah, I can take relief. If I'm on the green. Okay.
On the green only.
All right, on the green only. If I'm off the green, no. Okay? But again, it's not going to be a lot. 8th hole has it, but you must ask your opponent first. Listen.
So we're going to have a rule about damage of it?
Listen, how often does it happen? Well, it's really just going to be this right here, okay?
Well, you know where it comes that side.
That area over there, you get some kill now that keeps
Well,
fixing
that's not damage. There's no grass on there. That just may be a different level, okay, or different grass. This is damage, okay? There's no grass on
So
it.
you don't have to put over.
You don't have to put over, okay? So I would just find your nearest point of relief, tell your opponent what you're going to do. What would you do first? Mark
You'd
the
have to
ball.
mark it anyways.
Okay? And then take your
Yeah, is there a local rule or general rule?
that's a new rule for
Oh,
I marked it, and the wind blew it away. So what happens? That's called bad luck. Right. Okay, bad luck. Okay. Now, if I walk up to that 9th green and I know it's on a slope and I know it's fast and I know the wind's blowing, what am I doing? I'm running. Right. I'm running as fast as I can to mark that ball. Because once I mark it, that's the position it stays. Okay. And I'll watch. You ever watch some of the guys on 18 when it's on the hill? They're running. You know, because they don't want it to come back down the hill on 18. So once you mark that golf ball, you're good, okay? So if I go back and I place it, I lift this up and this rolls, I can put it back. That's why it's so important to mark the ball first.
But isn't it more important that you have to put it back?
If it's moving, you cannot
Yeah, that's
mark
what
it.
that's.
If it's moving, you cannot mark it.
Well, correct. You have,
Like a Mickelson,
Now listen.
there are 2 strong penalties.
right, now listen, I don't know of any golf course on Long Island right now that this is happening. It happened at Augusta. Billy Horschel marked his ball, moved a coin, went to read the ball went into the water. Okay, that's why they changed the rule. Okay, once you mark it, you're good. So if it keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, what you do is you can move it now to a flat spot, no closer to the hole. Okay, how often does that happen? It doesn't. You know, it really doesn't. I haven't heard it. Right? So that's important to know, right? So if you're walking up to the green, the wind blows and the ball starts rolling, bad luck, right? Otherwise, once you mark the ball, you're good to go, okay? Now, I'm on the putting green, okay? I mark my ball. Let's say the hole's there. Is this good to mark it like that?
No. It's a bad.
How about this? How about this? Take the argument out of the equation, ladies. Always mark the golf ball right behind it, facing the hole, okay? I can't tell you how many arguments people come in. They'll do this. They'll go like this, and then they'll go like this. Come on.
Smart.
Right? You're still going to miss it, you know? You're still going to miss the putt. So again, mark it behind the golf ball, all right? Just pay attention, okay? Okay, so now I mark the golf ball, right? I pick up my mark. I'm looking at the hole. I take my practice swings. Oh, your heart is going to go in your stomach. That's number one. Number two, what do I do? No penalty. Put it back. Be careful, okay? Stand, if it happens, make sure you're standing in the same place, all right? And try to put it back in the same location, okay? Don't go like this. Oh. Where the heck was it? Right? That happened, okay? In a tournament last summer, in a men's club event, somebody went like this, hit his ball, and in disgust, he went like this. Now the question was, where does it go back? One guy said this, one guy said that, one guy said this. I said, all right, let's split the difference. We'll put it right here, okay? And it was a big argument, okay? So again, take the argument out of the equation. If it happens, there's no penalty. Don't worry, okay? Just make sure you say, I would always tell the opponent, my ball moved, I'm going to put it back, okay? Be honest, right? Because sometimes you'll put the putter behind the ball and the ball moves. There's no penalty, just put it back, all right? Does that make sense? Be careful, okay? All right.
So sometimes when the ball is very close to the pin and you don't actually put the mark, and when you practice, if you hit, then it's a penalty. Then you count as a stroke without marking, because when it's very short distance.
But go like this. You're trying to get out of the person's way, and you go, or you do this. You know, and the ball doesn't move. Okay, say you go like that.
No.
That was a stroke. That was an attempted stroke. That's not a penalty. Okay, that was a stroke.
Practice without marking.
Okay, so if you practice, okay.
Hit like tip of the ball.
That's not as long as you didn't catch it.
What if your opponent doesn't hit the ultimate dash? If she said you had an intention, but you didn't, but
Remember, it's a game of honesty and integrity. Okay, you tell the person, I didn't attempt to hit that. Okay, I was taking a practice swing. But you shouldn't do that. That's where the arguments happen. Okay? Mark it. Mark the ball. Walk away. Then go through your routine. Because if you try to do something with not standing on her line, things can happen.
Also another thing, when the ball sits right in the aeration mark, can you get like a relief?
Bad luck.
Bad luck. Have to be there.
Bad luck.
It's right here, like something.
Yep. That's called bad luck. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Just so we're taking the argument out of the equation. Mindy is playing over there. You're waiting for Mindy, she's away. Can I do this? Can the club touch the sand while I'm waiting for Mindy?
Yes, now.
They changed that rule. Okay?
As long as you're not testing it.
Now that's the key point. As long as you're not testing. Okay? Now, I would always say, take the argument out of the equation and don't do this. Okay? Because somebody can say, I saw her doing this. All right?
Right.
That's telling me whether the surface is firm or not firm. Okay? So don't put yourself in that position. Just kind of stand there and wait. Okay? Okay. That's number one. Number two, okay? When you set up, okay, and you take a swing, and I touch some sand going back. That could be a problem. Okay? You're not going to see it because you're focused on the ball. But your opponent may see that. Okay? That's a penalty. You can't do that. So be careful, guys. Really be careful. I don't think it's called that often, but it could lead to a problem. Right? There was one other thing. Okay.
Did you want to do the relief in a bunker?
Well, again.
You don't have to.
No,
Okay.
we don't
You did it
have
last.
to.
Okay.
Right. You know, how often did you guys take relief out of a bunker?
Okay. Good. Then we're good. You did it last year. You explained it.
Honestly, it doesn't come up. Thank God, unless there's water in it, right? So if there's a big pond of water right here. Okay?
You might this time of year get that.
Right, and my ball is in the water. Where do I drop? No closer to the hole. Okay. Now, if I drop here, right, and it rolls into the water, after 3 drops, what do I get to do? I get to place it. Okay?
3 times? I thought 2 times.
Okay, you may have to place it right here. Okay?
By placing you tap the ball?
Well, you can place it as long as the ball stays, so it doesn't roll back down.
Because water we can get.
Okay? Now, is this fair that I'm here versus being here? What is that called? Bad luck. Okay? So now, if I have to, there was one incident I heard last year where the green, the bunker was filled with water. The only relief option was outside the bunker. Okay? What's the penalty there?
1 stroke
It was
penalty.
2 strokes.
Oh, 2 stroke penalty?
Okay? And they made the guy take the 2 strokes because the only relief was like something like this. He didn't want to do it because he was just going to hit it there and hit it there, so he took the 2 shots that came out of the bunker.
Robby, I
Highly
think
unlikely.
if
They'll
we-
call it.
Highly unlikely.
They'll if the course is wet, they'll know.
Sometimes
It's-
if we say unplayable, 1 stroke penalty, no?
but not from a penalty. Penalty from what?
You can take an unplayable. Okay?
That's a 1 stroke.
if it's like this though, Chris.
Right.
Okay? You can always take an unplayable, which we're going to touch upon, but that would be an unplayable lie if you want to do it, right?
So why should you give a 2 stroke?
To come out of the bunker.
If you
So
take
within the
unplayable,
bunker?
you still have to be in the
I
penalty
can-
area.
I can take a 1-stroke
Oh.
penalty, and
But you
drive it
still
here,
got to be in the.
Okay,
But
okay.
to come out of the bunker, unplayable is different. That was free relief.
Yeah.
Outside 2.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do this. This is all heavy rough back here, ladies. And you're looking for or searching for your golf ball, okay? And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. Found it. What happens?
You can put it back.
No penalty. Okay? And searching for your golf ball now, there's no penalty. Okay? You just have to put it back where? In the same spot. Okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, how about if there's leaves or debris and you're going like this? Oh, found it. Try to put it back in the same place. Okay? Now, this is the part I want to take a peek at that. Come on over here. If you look down pretty good, what do you see? No markings, right? That's why it's important to mark your ball, okay? Now, the first thing I do, I can lift this golf ball, okay, but what do I have to do first?
Mark it.
If I don't mark it, what happens? Penalty, okay? So now, I can mark the golf ball, okay, and I can lift it up to the extent of being able to identify it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So watch this. I'm going to pick it up. I see 66 and I put it right back down. That's my ball. How much did I move it? You know how many? You know what I see all the time? Look, let's see here. It's mine. Okay. All right. You wouldn't believe what happens out there. Okay. So remember, you can identify it to the extent you can lift it to the extent of what? Being able to identify it. Take the argument out of the equation. And what I mean by that is, the rules of golf say now that you don't have to have your opponent watch you do this, but I always say, take the argument out, bring her over to watch you do this. Say, listen, I can't identify it, I just want you to know what's going on, and then just go like this. Oh, that's mine. Okay? Just lift it up a little bit, you could twist it, okay, just to identify it, and then just put it right back down, okay? That has come up a couple of times, all right? If I hit the ball and it goes towards the water on number 9, can I hit a provisional?
It's not lost.
It's not lost. You can only hit a provisional ball when you think the ball is lost. So in the trees, when it's rattling around, you don't see it fall down. That's a place to hit a provisional, okay? But if there's a hazard, okay, and I can't tell you how many ladies say, I'll hit a provisional. Once you hit a provisional, now you're lying 3. Okay? You're really not really supposed to hit it.
It's in the water. Don't hit the provision.
Right. Only can hit a provisional if it's lost.
If you think it's lost.
If you think it's lost, or if you think you can't find it. Now, if it's a lost ball, you can't find it. What's your option? You have one option.
No, retake.
Go back to the tee and do it again. Okay, that's the only option you have, right? So if you can I move the leaf? No. Why?
You can move.
The ball is going to move. If it moves out of its original position, okay? I can't tell you how many say, well, this is a loose impediment. Okay? If the ball rolls out of its original position, it's a penalty. Okay? So just keep that in mind. I can move anything around the ball, okay? But once the ball moves, that's a penalty. Okay? So just be aware it's free relief. Okay? It's a movable obstruction. Okay? What do I get?
2 club.
Okay. So I go. 1.
Next question. I think that's sight relief.
And I go no closer to the hole. Okay? Now, I'm going to get the ball to the other side of the fence. That's the drop.
Oh, I see.
Where is drop area?
있었나 봐. 넘어간 적이 없었어.